Something have been really bugging me lately. The more I think about it, the more it makes me feel sad. At first, I thought I could just forget about it and move on, but I was like, no, this is something that I really need to talk about, and I need to draw a little bit of attention to it. So, let's begin with this. Last week, I was scrolling through TikTok, just looking for inspiration for my next episode. Then I came across a video where someone was with a child in the car. She was crying. The child was crying, and she was saying she regret having the child. The father left them alone to suffer, and she has been bearing all the burden, and it is so much on her right now because she is financially, emotionally, and mentally stressed, and she don't know what to do. I went to the comment section and I began to see people saying another reason to be child free, another reason to be child free. A lot of people were just commenting, this is why you should be child free. This is a perfect example why it is important you don't have any child. And the comment goes on and on and on and on and on. And I was a bit curious because this is a bit strange to me because where I came from, this whole child free trend is not a thing yet. People do not really see it as most people from the West look at it. And I was curious. So I went to my Facebook page and created a poll asking people, why do you think this is a trend in 2026? Why are most people opting in to be child free? Because I was trying to understand what people think, because it's a bit unusual for me. And just follow me because you will know where I'm heading to. So a lot of people in the comment section say that, well, the cost of living is extremely high, and adding a child to that is just doesn't make sense. Some people say that being child free will make you more happy and give you the freedom to actually work. Some people call it the feminist movement, that it's just most people expect that women have children. So when the status quo is broken, people don't know how to handle it. That everybody deserves to choose whether to have a child in the future now or not ever in their lifetime. But I believe many of the comment was resonating within financial, economic situation or hardship, as it is forcing people to reconsider starting a family or having children. And all these are factors that I understand making people choose this route. But personally, I believe that this is not in a way to shame people who have chosen not to have children or so, or like look down on them. But it is to really understand how society or where society is heading to, and the future that awaits. Where I came from, children are perceived as the future. We take pride when the child is born because we believe that a child has the potential to change the world and to change the future. So children are very and highly valued. That's from a cultural perspective. But in the West, I think that narrative is changing. So people don't look at it that way anymore. They see it as stress. They see it as something to reduce the stress and hardship in their life. And for me personally, I think that that's not a right way or a good way to look at it. When I look at all these excuses and all these things popping up, especially in 2026, I am thinking that society has failed us as a whole. Because if we have a society that doesn't enables people to raise children well, or creates tension in families or in individuals people's life, making it very difficult for them to raise a family, have a lineage, or try to keep their bloodline going, then we have failed as a society. Then our priority as a society is not right. Then we should begin to reconsider, why are we working? Why are we making progress as humans or as collective, may say as a society? What is the essence of all the work we are putting in, all the struggle, all the pain? What is the essence if we can't actually make the society conducive for children. So, no, in the past, when there were wars and all those stuff, men were willing to give their lives for women and children to survive. They were ready to do anything. But now the narrative is changing. We see fathers abandoning their children and letting them fend for themselves. Women are abandoned to take care of the whole responsibility. So there is a fracture and a break in society. And I believe that if people become so selfish that they place themselves above every other thing in society, then things will begin to break. So these are the major reason why we are experiencing things like this, because nobody is ready to take responsibility. And I believe that is a big problem. It is going to affect us in the future. Many people will say, well, we're trying to reduce population. I believe that's a lie that has been sold to us, that this overpopulation. That's not the truth. We have countries like Japan, South Korea battling with low population, right? Because majority of the population are older. So they need young people to support the economy. And the older people put pressure on the younger people, so they have to work more, they have to hustle more, and it becomes a problem for the government to take care of the older people. So all these things signals that if we begin to lose sight of our future, if we do not create an environment that nurtures children, that helps children become who they're supposed to be, to carry the future, then we have failed as a society. I don't care about the economic challenges. I know those are some of the problems we are dealing with right now. But as an individual, we can choose to make things right. I'm not saying that you should run over there and go and have children. That's not what I'm trying to say. Even if you're not going to have, even if you have decided you're not going to have a child in your whole life, that is fine. But where I'm heading to is creating a stable system, a society that will make it easier for families to thrive. If the family unit of the society is broken, every other thing is going to be difficult to stay together. So we need to put in more work. We don't want to have excuses that things are too difficult. People can no longer raise families, cannot afford to have children, high cost of rent and living, food, accommodation, and all those things are just excuses. Then we need to evaluate our priority as people, as a society. So I'm going to end this video here, but I really want to talk about this because the internet is very sensitive. I only want to talk about this in detail. We want to have a discussion deeply about this, then look at how these things indirectly affect you and I as a person, and what we can do and how we can begin to make the system better. And I'll be talking about this in my deep dive on my exclusive Patreon episode. So if you want to hop in, please check the description for the link to my Patreon community so you can be a part of it. Most of the things we do is to help us find purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. Those three things are important. Without those three things, we can't live a good life. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much wealth you accumulate, if you don't have clarity, purpose, and fulfillment, everything we ever get in life will mean nothing. So joining the community will give you access to vast library of materials, weekly Q&A section, and a community space to share your views so you can learn, grow as a person. So I will see you there. Thank you for watching the video. If you feel this video have addressed something you'll be thinking about, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation and what you believe can be done. Then if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode or in the next video.